Of a brand new show here at the Akashic Academy. We're going to keep it casual and just talk. So you ready? Because we're actually live now.
Yes.
Welcome everybody. Say hello once you get here. You really are part of something brand new in the making here at the Akashic Academy, the Akashic think tank. I am so excited about all of the ways spirit and energy and the Akash are coming in, creating ways to be innovative and to show up and to save the planet. So if this is the first time you're here, I'm Emily Harrison, founder, director of the Akashic Academy. My area of expertise is in the Akashic records. And I really love working with the visionaries, the thought leaders, true spiritual seekers out there. And the Akashic records is really like this small niche of what is available when it comes to expertise in the quantum field and magic. And so I want to bring into the space here and introduce you guys to my friends, my colleagues, my fellow visionaries of the planet who are also using this energy and their inspiration and their creativity to change the planet, to solve the major problems of the planet. This is my friend Miro the Hero. I think you guys know him. If you know Miro and you've met Miro before, send him some love, likes, hearts across the screen. And if this is the first time you're meeting my friend Miro, say hello to him in the chat. I'm so happy you're here. How long has it been, friend?
Oh my gosh, it's been too long. And what is time these days? Anyway.
Really, what is time these days? And it's been long enough that I feel like, holy cow, what is going on in your field? Because I know that so much has shifted in my business and how I'm showing up and creating, like new levels of genius coming in. I'm really excited to hear about what you've been up to. So how about this? Let's start by, I have some questions that I want to ask you. Being it's the first new episode, I'm still like, we're working out the pieces. This might be like the first season of Sex in the City where they had to find their rhythm, you know? But I have some like James Lipton style questions that I want to ask you. Do you know James Lipton?
What? It sounds familiar. I think I do, but please remind
me. Actor studio guy. And he would interview all the actors, and at the end, he would always ask them the same set of questions. And I'm playing with the questions. So I definitely have questions that I want to ask you. How about give us like maybe the 5-minute version of who you are and how you came to do what you do, so those who are meeting you for the first time have a little background.
Yes. So hi, Miro the Hero, aka Miro the Healer. I do a few things. My origin story is Gangsta the Guru, and that's originally from Germany. So please forgive me for being German. You know, my German will come through every once in a while. I had a near-death experience. My first awakening was at 17 years old. Had a group of, I was in a gang, but I was too friendly to be a gangster. I was like Deepak Shakur. And so, so yeah, life had a way of hitting me in the face and saying, hey, this is not your path. And so at the edge of a near-death experience where I don't know how deep you want to go into this. It's a whole rabbit hole. It's a whole TED Talk. But I had a near-death experience, and I decided instead of just surviving and getting through it, I decided to live the life of my dreams. And so even though I had no relationships, no money, no citizenship, no scholarship, I decided I'm going to go to America. And it was so impossible at the time. It's like going to Pluto, you know? And wow. And so within 18 months, I got into this flow of the universe, and all these miracles started happening. And I didn't know what was happening at the time when I was in it. On the other side, looking back, I was able to connect the dots for manifesting. And so became sort of successful. And then like many of us, you know, had a corporate dropout experience where my soul was screaming out for more service and more expansion. But my conditioning told me that success is a certain way. That's right. Oh, what's up? From Morocco. I'm seeing all the comments coming. What's up, Terry? This is great. I love your tribe. Jeez, Emily, you got some awesome people here.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. But then here's the thing. And then what happened was this. I went through this divorce, burnout, breakdown, hardest period of my life experience when, you know, let go of my relationship. My son was 2. I was trying to figure it out in that weird, awkward transition period from corporate life to employee with entrepreneur mindset. And it was just like the world was kind of crashing down. But during that time,
can I just say one thing fast? Thank you for calling that phase out as being awkward, because it is awkward. And there are challenges that every one of us have to go through. Sometimes we show up and we make it, and it seems like, oh, well, they make it look easy. No, it's definitely an awkward transition. So I wanted to say thank you for honoring that.
Yeah. I wouldn't even want to expand on that, because what it feels like, it's like a crab is like growing out of their shell. It's like the old shell is no longer fitting and you're hitting the edges everywhere. You have to literally explode all of your shelter, your home, everything that you've known, explode it out into the open, be totally naked and vulnerable, and then just hope and trust that there's a new shell that'll grow or show up somehow. That's what that's like. And so it was painful. But during that time, I sent out a prayer or whatever, and I called him my first ever life coach. And he was a master of NLP. And that opened up my mindset, which then later on opened up my spiritual development and starting to access higher levels of magic, just to say that. And so I got on this amazing personal development journey, and I got addicted, and I started coaching. And so what changed everything, though, is just honestly over the last 20 months, or just like about 2 years. I mean, honestly, since we met, I'm going to say it's all your fault. I had this quantum leap. I started investing with other coaches and masterminds and networking. Got to know myself. More. What's up, Lynn? What's up, Barbara? It's so great. I'm loving this. This is great. I want to come back more often. What's up, Katie?
Sorry, I'm distracting you.
And it's so great, though. I'm loving these people. I love people. So anyway, here's what happened. I had this quantum leap experience, literally from having a 6-figure year in my business to a 6-figure month, and then a $155,000 in sales in 7 days at our first Fuck Yes Life mastermind retreat. And at the same time, I had more fun than ever, called in the love of my life, my soulmate, after having gone through divorce and everything like that, and just expanded. And my clients have expanded their lives, their businesses, and access high levels of flow, raise their level of consciousness, And
I think we need to tapping in to these higher streams of wealth and resource that we want as influencers. We want to do good things with this. It's all about raising our consciousness.
Yeah.
Raising your vibe. It's the key.
Yeah. Because there's like the vertical, there's like the horizontal journey of like doing more and doing it faster, like the linear way, right? And then there is the horizontal, like there's the vertical ascension, and that's where all the fun begins. Like you can be the same room, talk to the same people, but like with a high level of awareness, you see all new levels of opportunities. And
well, I definitely know you as a manifestation expert. Mm-hmm. If you're just joining and you happen to miss Miro sharing, he first had a 6-figure year, and then he had a 6-figure month, and then he had a 6-figure day. And I'm finding that this is the reward that is available. I use that language loosely. It's because reward makes it sound like we need to deserve it, right? We just need to step into it. But what I'm finding is that this is now available. I like that vocabulary better. It's now available for those who have been willing to walk through the awkward stage and stay with the program, the mission of bringing consciousness here on the planet. And I am seeing a genre of people, I'll say healers, shaman, those with this massive wisdom and intelligence that the world needs, who have been trapped in poverty and stuck in these wealth constructs that sometimes stem from many previous lifetimes, breaking those chains. Mm-hmm. And you're not only helping other people do it, you're just a phenomenal witness story of what it looks like to stay the path.
Yeah, thank you. And I think one thing I'm committed to is like keeping it real, like 100%. Because like there is this like highlight reel on social media where everybody looks amazing and successful, and we're always watching them on their best day in their best clothes and comparing ourselves. And like, oh, I'm just a little here, like I'm not there yet. But the truth is, inside of that process, like literally my first retreat, I thought nobody's going to show up. I thought that it's going to be a big waste of time. And who am I to start doing these things? And it was all new, And shoot, those thoughts still happen sometimes. You know what I mean? Now that I host a new one, but you do these things anyway, and that's where trust comes in. And then an absolute level up happens. And so now it's like, cool, I can always do this. But instead of just doing the same again, I'm choosing the next level challenge.
Yes, I feel you. I feel right in rhythm with how the energy is moving in your field. And I know you have a really cool new project coming up.
Yes.
So tell us about this project, and then I want to ask you some of my James Lipton questions about this project, okay?
Yes. So it's the Manifest X Live Immersion Retreat. And so previously people had to travel with us to Mexico or Fiji. We have an upcoming Fiji retreat as well. That's available for some of you. But I wanted to make it accessible for anybody that is here, dedicated to growth, dedicated to impact, wants to work on their spiritual skills, their intuitive abilities, their healing abilities within themselves so it can be more abundant and serve their clients better, and manifesting. Because more is available, right? Who want to master those skills and then do it in community, do it together and integrate everything. A lot of times, these programs I've been part of, they're missing the integration piece. Okay, how do I apply it to my day-to-day life? How do I apply this in my business? Who can support me with that? We have one integrated 5-day virtual immersion experience that is the best thing I've ever been able to offer online, where anybody can attend. You don't even have to wear pants, and it doesn't matter where in the world you are. And so I'm so stoked to share that with the world, because it's actually an intimate crowd of 10 humans that I'm sharing this with. And it's very accessible, and it's 5 days, and we're raising your frequency to like Christ consciousness. Some of you want to choose the certification. You can become a certified theta healing practitioner, and I'll tell you why that's very special and such a big part of our my evolution over the last 2 years or so. It's theta healing. It's, of course there's all these tools and they all work. This one is special and unique in one particular way. I want to tell you why, and I'll just go for it. And also, what's unique about Manifest X Mastermind and the work that we do is we're combining the inner work, raising your frequency, raising your energy levels, and the tactics, the strategies to amplifying your impact. So you can actually make money, help more people, launch your own event, launch your own retreat, have your retreat center, like all the things that we're here to born to create as conscious beings. And I want to tell you, Emily, like because I always get asked this, like, why is theta healing so unique or different? Like, I'm already a XYZ Reiki, like this and that practitioner. Like, what's this thing gonna do, right? Here's the thing. Some people get so stuck in like rewiring their brain. We used to do that a lot. Like everything is up here, it's analytical, and it's great, and it's working, it's making progress, but it's not embodied. It's not embodied in your soul, on a DNA level. And this is why theta healing is so unique and powerful, because we're teaching a tool that transforms your life, on a DNA level, on a soul level, on a subconscious level, and even past lives. Everything all at once, and it's literally 30 years of therapy in as little as 3 days. That's what.
You know what else I'm getting right now in this moment is that your NLP really helps you to be powerful at this too, because there's that just like the vocabulary and talking to ourselves, and our cells are so programmable. I also got such a charge when you talked about, I'm trying to remember the languaging that you use, because I say it slightly differently. I say we have to assimilate knowledge. Got to get a little this, a little this. I love that that seems to be the key as well, is that we have to mix modalities right now to extract new understanding, new essence of medicine. And this is why when the visionary like you is allowing yourself to mix these modalities and continue to learn things, you're creating such unique magic that it's undeniable that those who are in soul contract to work with you are going to be pulled into your energy.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I love it the way you say that. Yeah, it's a quantum leap, it's a quantum shift experience. And I will say, I love that you always speak to innovation, which means, in my opinion, it's taking what we know, what we're familiar with, and pairing it with something new to create something that's never existed before, that's unique to you.
Oh, I got chills. Yeah, innovation is really a cornerstone of what inspires me. I share often that some of the visionaries that use the Akashic records that I really look up to are Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla.
Oh man, I got stories about Steve Jobs. That man, interesting character. One of the way I model. So there's two famous people that I model my business after. One of them is Steve Jobs, and I believe that we'll see our next generation of trillionaires. So one of the things that I teach at our retreats, our masterminds, is the $1 trillion blueprint. It's how Steve Jobs used his intuition to scale Apple to $1 trillion valuation. And once you see the steps, you're like, yo, I can follow the steps. It's not complicated either. It's like 4 steps.
I think he tapped that from the Akashic records.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready for this?
Tell me.
When you tap in, you can confirm the truth of this.
Okay.
So page 1 of the $1 trillion blueprint that Steve Jobs used to build Apple to $1 trillion valuation is he knew what business he's in. Is in the business of acquiring new customers. Always there's a new launch, there's a new and exciting event or launch happening, and we want to get the new thing. And so where other companies like Radio Shack or whatever, they have other focuses, and then they're gone. What Steve Jobs did continuously, using his intuition, is innovate new products to continuously create new customers. And I have so much more to share about this. Think about why Mercedes created the Maybach, right? Guys, do you know what the Maybach is? Oh, come on, Emily. The Maybach is this.
No, I just bought a Subaru. Miro, a Subaru, a total mom car.
That's amazing. One of my next cars is a Subaru WRX. We'll talk about that later. We have a whole car talk later. But just to connect the dots, though, the Maybach is a luxurious limousine car. So Mercedes are already luxurious, but they created a new category of luxury. And the reason they did that is because they were tired of losing customers to Rolls-Royce. Somebody is already buying at the higher level, And so Apple said, okay, Steve Jobs said, well, that might as well be us. So they're continuously innovating in new products. But stay with me. The second, so that's to page 1, okay? Page 2 is they gave of the $1 trillion blueprint that Steve Jobs used to build Apple to $1 trillion valuation is they wow people. They freaking learn how to wow people, right? Like you get the new device, you spend a lot of money, right? And then you're like, whoa, you open it up like, wow, this is delightful. And delightful is the key because they're satisfying when you're just like full, you've got enough, and that's it. You ever gone to like a webinar or whatever, and you're just like full with information? Now what do I do?
Yes.
And then, there's no action, there's no integration. And so he learned to find a sweet spot to delight people, give them a wow experience without filling them up. So they're in a perfect environment to say, oh, I want more,
Well, I think you just plugged yourself so well, because if your culture is to delight and to wow people, they're going to have a good time at your next event. I have a feeling.
That's it. And so we're modeling, what I'm always teaching, because we have a lot of quantum healers and energy healers and holistic practitioners who come into our field and then double the 10x their entire life experience. Ooh, Kelly says somebody's already buying it to the next level. That's right.
Yeah, it landed. Okay, so here's let's break this down a little bit. What I love about innovation and innovators is that we solve problems. We either solve our own problems, which is, we want to make sure we get more customers. So then we look at these new customers, what problems do they have, and we solve those problems for them, right? So let's talk about manifestation in these terms. All right. Tell me, Miro, what's the one problem that if it were solved, people would be phenomenal manifestors?
Oof. Honestly, it's service. It's finding your joy and your genius zone. Doing what you love to do that you're great at. And doing that as much as possible to as many people as possible in a way that is sustainable. I'm saying in a way that is sustainable because some of us, we find out our gifts and then we want to go give it out there to everybody for free. And I've been there.
Yep.
and then it's like feeling depleted and having to go work some other job somewhere else to go pay the bills again, and it's no longer sustainable. There's too many healers, transformational leaders, thought leaders who are doing something that they're not aligned with their whole soul to do, just so that they can sort of survive. When in reality is when we're release and let go of what success looks like, and we double down on our joy and our genius zone, we create more abundance, and you do it in a way that fills you up, so you can give from your overflow, and it's like this infinite loop. You just can continue to give and serve, and it continues to fill you, and that's the magic. That, you know, once you're in that flow, you'll never ever want to stop, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I think that's what everybody deserves to go, which is why I think we should have like life coaches in like those practices in like high school, elementary school, and like early,
Yeah.
taking people through, you know, a regimented school system where we're filling them in with information that they're
Yes.
going to have the opportunity to integrate, and, you know.
Well, it's great telepathy, because I was just thinking, like, I was tracking backwards. So if service and figuring out like what is our joy, what is just so easy for us but feels like medicine for other people that we can do all day, finding that is the key. So what's the problem with people that we can't find that? And I was tracing it back, and you're so right about how we educate people. Definitely see why that needs to shift in our society. What do you think are other contributing factors to how we get so blocked from what our genius is?
I love that you said contributing factors, because I want to make a distinction there, because there's contributing factors and there's determining factors.
Oh, I get it. Thank you.
You're gonna love this. So contributing factors is, you know, everything. It's the economy, it's the weather, it's how you feel that day, right? Contributing factors. It's literally how you are raised, everything. Contributing factors. Like there's so many, it's unmeasurable amount of contributing factors every day. They are determining factors. And the interesting thing about determining factors is they're not outside of you. The determining factors to your success is the power that your decision has.
Say that again, please.
The determining factor to your success is the power of your decision. It's the power that your decision has. When I decided to go from, you know, gangster to guru and follow my dreams from Germany to America and now in California, it was because I decided I'm going to follow my dream. Yep. Without having the answers, without knowing how. First, you know, we commit first, we say fuck yes first, and then we figure out the rest. And it starts with the decision, because when we decide, the universe says, oh, you ready for that? Cool. Here's the resources, the people, and the things that you need in order to make this happen. And that's what I truly believe with my whole soul. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thank you. I got chills through my body. I am all about decisions, making bold decisions, because everything that we want to step into, that we want to create, the legacy that we want to leave here for the planet, as we reverse engineer it down to a moment, it's a decision. It's a decision to step into that timeline and to commit and to vibrate to that timeline. But the decision, and there's it's like a flip switches on in the DNA. You talked about the DNA and the body. It's where the body, the mind, and the emotions all decide to work together and to work in coherence and sync and move towards that. It's good.
Yeah. You know what might be fun to play with, Emily, is so like a lot of people make decisions because they had like enough pain. It's like the shit sandwich.
Because I've had enough.
Exactly. It's just like it's been long enough that they're, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, or it's been long enough with the same old people that are not moving forward. It's long enough that they're dissatisfied in their job or feeling comfortable with their profession, right? It's long enough. Enough is enough. And some people are so have to arrive there from a place of pain. This has been enough pain. I've had enough shit sandwich. No, thank you. Mm-hmm. And that has its place. Some people who are there now, this may be your moment. You can say, I'm no longer available for this shit sandwich.
Yes.
Right? And so I also want to speak about the other side, the other way to motivate ourselves to change, which is driven not away from pain, but by inspiration, by vision. And so I want to speak to that.
In spirit. Inspiration is being in spirit.
And I want to speak to that because literally, from being hopeless about relationships, going through the painful divorce and burnout, breakdown, suicidal thoughts, all that stuff, a homicidal partner, thinking I want to live, like I was living in a van, all that. From all that experience, I've created a life that sometimes I like to say I don't need to take a vacation from. I go to Fiji for work with the people I love, to do what I love, teach meditation and quantum work, and we do get to do it with 100 conscious entrepreneurs. I truly get to do what I love to do. And there's still places to go, but I'm with the love of my life right now. I manifested my soulmate through the theta healing process that I can't wait to share with everybody. And so it is amazing. I wake up in the morning and I have to recognize the gratitude I have for having breath, for being alive, first of all, because there was a scenario where that wasn't going to be the case. Two, I'm realizing, where the hell am I? I'm in LA right now. I'm in California. I'm in America right now, which they said is about as impossible as going to Pluto to me. They laughed at my face when I told them I was going to go, and yet I'm here. And then I look over and I'm with the love of my life, with my partner right now. You know what I mean? And so that's.
I remember when you found her too. It was not that it's not anymore, but it was really exciting in the beginning to watch your all's love affair and relationship and remembrance of each other blossom. And you didn't share all of it, I'm sure, but you guys shared a lot of it, and it was really sentimental and just so much humanity and celebration in it.
Yeah, and so it's beautiful. It's so beautiful to be with her, and now living together is amazing. And I want that for everybody. Out of all of the things that you can manifest in the quantum field, it's all available. I think having a compatible, divine sort of soulmate life partner is the best. It's the best. Just so you know.
So this event that you have coming up, come back, or can you stick a link in now for us? I want you to stick a link in there so everybody can check this out. And I'll let you recap it too, but here, I would like to recap it for you. Here's what I've heard is going to be the magic that's going to happen here. First of all, for those of you who want to become certified in theta healing, there's an opportunity for certification to go along with this. And not only are you going to get Miro's expertise and energy in the theta healing, but he has history and practice in NLP and any other certifications that you want to throw, or specific lineages, I'll say, that you want to throw in there?
I'm definitely a second generation healer, but I have ancestry going back all the way back to Africa when it comes to shamanic work. Yes. You told me once that I have Jesus in my line.
Oh, I remember that now. I do do that. Yes, you definitely have Yeshua in your lineage too. So this is the man before you who is doing the work to assimilate the medicine, to bring together the pieces that have worked for him. And here's what he's been able to experience. He's figured out what his soul purpose is. Well, first of all, completely jumped a timeline where it makes me emotional to think that the world wouldn't have you. He jumped that timeline, found his soul purpose, made a whole bunch of money, and found the love of his life. Yeah.
And I get to share, I get to share that gift.
And now you can share the medicine. I mean, that's the hero's journey, right? Is that you exit the ordinary world, and the wizard shows up and gives you the elixir, and you begin to transform, and then you bring that medicine, you bring the elixir back.
Yeah, that's it. Taking people, I got metaphors like that, but I like the elixir one. I just added my information here in the comments. I don't know if I think maybe I put it in the wrong place. Oh, now I can see all the comments.
You can see them coming in. This StreamYard broadcasts in 3 different places. It broadcasts on my personal page, and then the business page, and then on YouTube. So after this, hook up with me and make sure I have the link, and I'll go back and plug it in all those places too.
Lovely, lovely. Let me just see in the comments who here is interested, curious, wants to learn more about our Manifest X immersion virtual retreat, where you can dive deeper into manifesting, healing, intuitive abilities, calling your soulmate, calling your dream clients, level up your business, and then integrate everything into your life and your business and do it together. Okay. Who wants that quantum shift? Just put like a yes, capital yes, yes, yes in the comments, and we'll jam with you. How about that?
Good. That'll let Miro's team know, be able to find you better, to follow up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have my link ready, but I will get it to you, and I will make it happen.
That's
What I
because you don't have links ready anymore. You have people that do that for you.
I do. Leah got my back on everything. So much shout out to my team, Leah. She's amazing. We did a fundraiser for her recently. She had her house burned down, and she's from the Philippines, and so it was a traumatic, shocking event for her family. Single parent, 5 children, and I was like, no, I don't want to lose my assistant, Leah. She's the best, and so. Literally, the community came together so beautifully, and within days, we got our new apartment. And now her kids just graduated, celebrated her graduation, and we're on our way to getting her in a house. So we got that fundraiser still going. If you want to support Leah, she's the best.
It is the best. Thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I stepped into a new level of my leadership too, and for a long time, my challenge was figuring out team and how to work with team, and I messed it up a million times. And then all of a sudden, recently, something clicked, and I've been able to hire 2 new executive assistants at 6-figure salaries. And you know how freaking amazing that feels to create abundance for people like that who are taking care of me in this mission and doing the work. I think that's awesome that you've been able to support your team member and with the house. It's really special.
Thank you. And I think it's one of the things that people need to know about. I underestimated how fulfilling and rewarding it is to
I do too.
To have your own team. And you deserve that. You all deserve that.
Yeah.
You know how they talk about the self-made millionaire? I think there's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. It's a team-made millionaire.
Ah, I like that. I'm down with that. Okay, here's another part of my ritual that I want to do here.
Do it.
Can I draw you personally, and will you share with all of us one of my dragon oracle cards? The dragons are here. They're the most powerful, talk about a team and a galactic force to call in. So can I pull a dragon card for you for this Manifest X experience?
I'm slightly intimidated, so yes, of course.
Okay, good. Okay. So for those of you, if you're new to using oracle cards, first of all, I love these. The dragons came to me the last time I was in Mount Shasta, specifically Lyran dragons. And I don't necessarily work with dragons a lot up until now, but the more I learn about them, they're phenomenal. So I've got an oracle card deck here. Clear the deck. I'm knocking 3 times on the deck to clear it with energy because I pull cards today and I want to pull for Miro. So I'm going to fan them out. Miro, send your energy here into the cards, just in whatever woo-woo way you want.
It's done.
That was a little boring.
Okay.
Do a take 2, please.
What's that?
Do a take 2, please.
Okay.
Like, give us some kind of a woo, or like something more fun.
See, I have an inside process, but I can do a Kamehameha like Dragon Ball style.
Okay, do that.
Wah, Let's go.
Oh, knock my hair loose a little bit. All right, good job. See, wasn't that more fun?
That was so great.
Okay, tell me when to stop. And unless you get a jumper, I'm going to stop when you say stop.
This one now. Stop.
Okay. You have pulled the Sunshine Yellow Dragon. Helps you to help animals. Serve animals. Heal, respect, and understand them.
Love that.
The human animal. Man, when we can love and respect the human from a really compassionate state, and I think it's kind of funny to compare humans to animals myself, but I find that it puts us on a level of such raw heart-to-heart connection with people when we can just respect them where they are. And I didn't realize how out of alignment I was in this area until I took my oldest son. This was when he was graduating into junior high. And I just pretty much had a disgust for junior high humans. And the principal of that school was the opposite, polar opposite. She had such respect and revere for where they were and where they were learning. Granted, not perfect humans that were ready to release out into the world on their own yet, but they had all of these really special qualities about them. And sometimes I recognize in myself that I am holding other people to my standards of expectation. Mm-hmm. And so she really released me, Diana Janke. She didn't even know that I was getting all woo with her when I was meeting her. All right, I'm going to read this to you. Sunshine Yellow Dragon. It's going to talk for me for a second, though, because it takes me just a moment to find it,
Okay.
especially when we're live, because I get nervous to find it fast, which takes longer.
That's amazing. I think it's awesome that you admit that, because people need to know. We still get the heebie-jeebies up here. Talk real fast. I think it's interesting that you pulled an animal card. I'm now a parent, like a doggy parent too, so that's new. We got little Sandy over here, and I do think though the human animal is definitely my type of animal. And we have our spiritual component, and still we get to take care of our very physical 3D body really, really well. And when we do, we unlock more access to higher realms.
She might be a dragon, Miro. Maybe she's telling you that she's the dragon.
I like that.
What's her, how long have you had her?
Sandy, I've been with Sandy since I've been with my partner. So about 16 months.
Cool. Maybe she's revealing herself to you.
Yeah, I know we can talk to animals, and it's very obvious with her because she talks with her whole body.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got?
Want me to read the whole thing? I'll read the whole thing. It says, about the Sunshine Yellow Dragon. We share our planet with a great variety of creatures who are all on a soul journey, just as we are. Like us, animals come from a myriad of star systems and planets. They all incarnate on Earth to experience, learn, teach, and serve. Our task as humans is to cooperate with them and look after them and learn from the animal kingdom. Fifth dimensional Sunshine Yellow Dragons work with Archangel Feheleha. How is that for live? Feheleha. The angel of animals. They send bursts of sunny yellow light into the auras of those who will love and honor animals to help us assist and heal all creatures. Which that's definitely what you're here for, assisting and healing all creatures.
Yes.
They are currently working to touch the hearts of those who are here to teach others about respect for animals. Here's your guidance. Drawing this card invites you to open your aura and allow Sunshine Yellow Dragons to pour into you, containing the keys and codes to understand at a profound level all the creatures of this planet.
Yay.
That's so good.
We are also connected, through the earth, and we're sharing this experience. I love that because you're pulling that card for our event, and the way that we actually relates on day one, we cover intuitive readings, and so the homework is literally go outside and talk to a tree. Go outside and tap in through the quantum field to everything has consciousness, animals, plants, inanimate object. And so we practice on plants and animals, and then we go to anywhere that you want. And so it's super simple to do, and we create an environment where all of our intuitive and healing abilities come online more. And part of it is that by shedding the beliefs and the blocks that stop people from accessing their spiritual abilities. One common belief you guys all know about, let me know in the comments if you know about muscle testing. I know you do, because you're like, a superstar.
I'll be quiet though. I won't.
Muscle testing, because I have a special belief for you to test that a lot of people.
Okay. Oh no! Do I have to test it live? Are you gonna put me on the spot now? All right, fine.
You're gonna be exposed.
All right.
I'll do it too. I'll do it with you. Okay. So here's one method of muscle testing. It's a virtual event, by the way.
Okay.
It's a muscle testing method that your body becomes a pendulum.
Are we going to stand? Do I need to stand up?
I'd like for you to stand. Okay.
I'll stand.
So first we clear our energy field like this. I like to rub my hands together. Then I do this. That means my left hand is on the outside and my right hand is on the inside. So
I'm so bad. I missed this day of kindergarten. Left.
I'm going to do it slowly. I'm going to do it fast, and you got it. So, left hand is outside, and you're going to push out with the left hand like the egg that is your aura, right? You push out, and then the right hand goes over your head. Boom, you got it. Just like that, you just cleared your energy field, so it's just you. Okay. That means when we do a muscle test, we're going to have information about just you. You can drop your hands and relax.
Okay, I can put them down now.
And so now, exactly, now you get to say, body, show me a strong yes.
Okay. Body, show me a strong yes.
Boom.
Yep.
And you might find that effortlessly, without trying, you will be swinging one way or another.
Yep.
So then we'll test you for your no. Body, show me a strong no.
Body, show me a strong no.
Now, did you try to move your body, or
No.
did it just move?
It moved.
Yeah. So now we get to test things like, okay, body, on all levels, I'm worthy and deserving of love and abundance.
Okay, on all levels, I am worthy of deserving love and abundance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, this is good. And if you get a no, if you get a different answer, it's like we still celebrate. You get to say, hooray, awareness. Okay, because now you know.
We'll celebrate. Okay, give me another one.
So now we get to now I want to test the belief to unlock more spiritual healing abilities, intuitive abilities, so you can level up as a spiritual human, or spirit with human beings. You already know. You know who you are.
We're half human anyway.
You already know. So let me know if you're ready to unblock your healing powers. And here's what you say: body, on any level, I will be killed for being a healer.
Body, on any level, I will be killed for being a healer. No.
I'm relieved that you don't have that. Literally, almost every student that goes into our class has that belief.
I've worked on those because those get in the way.
Yep. Yeah, you've done that work. And so literally, unless and until we unblock the I'll be killed for being a healer belief, we're not going to have access to all our gifts, because our body, our mind's literally protecting us from what happened back in Salem, and like all those many years when people with psychic superpowers would be prosecuted.
Yeah.
It's safe now, especially when you have community. So let me know what results you guys got, because we can help you with that. Now, let's keep digging though, because some of you guys are like, cool, I'm not going to be killed for being a healer. Give me another one. I can
only give me a hard
one. Give me a hard one. Okay. Ooh, let's test your infinity. Are you ready?
Okay.
On all levels, I'm infinitely worthy of love and wealth.
On all levels, I am infinitely worthy of love and wealth. I'm going back a bit.
Okay, good. Hooray, awareness. That's for Emily, everybody. Cool. So now we can dissect that, because there's actually 3 things in there.
Okay.
Infinite, which is the level of worthiness. We've got, what do you say, wealth and worthy?
Worthiness, wealth, love.
So go ahead and check. I'm infinitely worthy of wealth.
I'm infinitely worthy of wealth.
Good stuff. I'm infinitely worthy of wealth.
I'm infinitely worthy of wealth.
Okay, so now what's interesting is you tested off positive for each, but when it's both, there's the thing.
Wait, no, I didn't understand. Tell me again. I missed it.
No,
so I tested positive for both, but what?
But you test positive for both, but when you put the statements together, then you get a negative.
I think it's the love that's screwing me up, to be honest with you, because I had, breakup reason. The story that you tell, it's every beat of that has been alive in my field at some point in time. And my hunch is it might not be in the same order, and it might not look like From Germany to America, which is a total storybook kind of template. I mean, I have one too. Midwest girl quits life and goes to Hollywood to seek her fame and fortune, right? I've got one of these like collective storylines that help me with everybody else. And I think it could be the love thing that's off for me.
Mm-hmm. So I think what I'm curious about is it possible for you to be wealthy and have an amazing, loving relationship at the same time?
Oh, you want me to test that here in front of everybody, friend?
Yeah, you can. If it's edgy for you, then you should.
This is turning out to be a great show. I had no idea how good this show would be. It's so edgy. Okay, I'm slightly scared like you were with the dragons. All right, what do I have to say again?
It's okay.
Thank you for forgetting.
I'm infinitely worthy of love and love at the same time.
I am infinitely worthy of wealth and love at the same time. No.
That's it. So now you know where the growth is to do. I'm going to do like a free bonus session for Emily, because she's my friend and she lets me do cool stuff on her podcast. So that's my gift to you, Emily. We can work on that so you're unlocked and unblocked. And for the rest of you, if you would love to get some of your beliefs unblocked or learn how to do this for yourself or with your clients, please join me and our wonderful conscious entrepreneurs at the 5-day immersion intensive, July 12th. Is that correct? Yes, July 12th through 16th.
It's coming up soon.
Yeah, soon. So mark those calendars. I promise you, if you have to reschedule, take a vacation, tell people, send away the kids, it'll be worth it. It'll be the most transformational time of your life. And I'm not saying that because I'm exaggerating or because I'm biased. I'm telling you this because it has never not happened that somebody attended this event and said, this has been the best time of my life. This has been the most life-changing experience. This has been the best week of my life, people had said. This has been the best day of my life. My clients who are now making consistent 5-figure incomes, doing what they love with their purpose, say, if they hadn't done this work with me, that would have never happened.
Yes.
So it'll be the best decision that you'll make. If you're in this field and you love growth more than comfort, I implore you, join us, and I promise you have the best time ever.
So good.
For that, Jamie is asking, stay tuned.
Yeah, Jamie, we're gonna make sure we put the link in there. But if you said yes, capital yes earlier, Miro's team will get out.
Yes. Capital. It's important. There's a lot of yeses in these comments. Put a capital yes. Every single letter needs to be capitalized. I know.
Hell yes.
It's a fuck yes, exactly.
Oh, fuck yes.
It's a fuck yes life.
I haven't said a bad word in like 4 days. And
yeah. I now remember where we hung out last time, Emily, because last time I hosted you on my platform and you brought the crystal skull and I had a full body experience.
Yes. One of my new executive assistants, I said, all right, guess what? Remember that show I talked about we were going to bring back? Miro's here and he's ready. We're doing the first one today. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we're going to go. And she's like, wait a second, Miro. That's the one. She's like, I remember him. You had Bill in this. And I didn't even fully remember until she invited me back into it. And I was like, oh, yeah. That was fun. You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm so excited to see when we do this again in like 3-6 months from now, like how your love and wealth life is going to be unlocked on another level because of you being able to have both at the same time. Literally, I'm going to tell you this. This is a true story. I was worried about this exact thing. I was exactly there. And I was calling in my soulmate about 16 months ago. And the first conversation we had, we're still dating and getting to know each other. We hosted a clubhouse room with the topic, how to call in your soulmate without sacrificing your empire. That was the title. And the reason we named it that is because we were both actually scared that when we come together as a power couple, that our businesses would suffer, right? And what we have found, obviously, maybe you can already see it coming, but because of each other, we have so much synergy in our life and our businesses. People have become our clients that came through her world. She started a full 6-figure business because of coming to one of our retreats.
Awesome.
I have learned so much, and she's helped me. Now I'm living in LA, in Studio City, and I'm so connected. My network of millionaires and multimillionaires has expanded. It's just been amazing. And so literally, yeah. So your deepest fears will not come true, especially because you have the tools. And what your story will be in that area, we'll find out. But it's going to be a juicy one.
I love that you're in Studio City. I got a rush of nostalgia. I probably spent maybe 10 of my 20 plus years in Hollywood there. I lived on Valley Heart Drive. I lived all over Studio City.
Yay. I'm so new here, and it's so amazing because people have a kind of groove, like a way of operating, and we go to events and like red carpet events and stuff. And then I come in and I'm like, yo, what's up? Everything is new and exciting. I'm like the new kid in town. And they're just like, hey, this guy has no imposter syndrome that there's like a famous producer or whatever in the room. I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't know anything about entertainment.
That's awesome. Hollywood always appreciates freshness.
Yeah. But hey, listen, Emily, thank you so much for being here. And thank you, all the big yeses, Nancy, Huey, Kelly with the fuck yes, Lindsay, Jamie, a lot of AE, Nancy, a lot of rhyming names in here. This is Emily, they're all wrong. This is
next time, I'll
are you serious? Have you noticed that you guys are all like related or something? This is great.
Yes. Well, actually, yes, I have noticed that we were all related. We have done this many times before in many lifetimes, truly.
So fun.
All right, my friend, this has been an awesome first episode. This is going to be the bar now that all the other episodes that are going to have to be this fun. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for healing me live on the air. I think, oh no, that was really fun, but super edgy. I think it makes the time though raw and vulnerable, and will keep people tuning in. Did you guys have fun? Share this out for us. I love you. I can't wait to check back in with all of these beautiful Akashic Academians who are going to get supercharged at your event and carry the legacy of light forward on the planet. Thank you, friend. I love you. I love you all. Thank you guys for being here. See you back here again soon.